Diya ji, thank you so much for being with us here on the Times Now Summit. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Such an honor to be here, part of the summit. Great honor. Thank you.
You've been now an active politician for almost 11 years, touching 12. Can I ask you if interviews still make you nervous? I mean, you're used to, as a politician, addressing big crowds, but does this crowd make you nervous?
I think it's the hugest crowd. Times Now network is so huge, and I think we are crores of people are going to be watching this. So yes, sometimes one does get a little nervous.
A little intimidated. But are you shy by nature? Is that temperamentally you, or have you, over a period of time, being in public life, realized or at least stepped out of your shell?
I, as a child, was was quite an introvert, and I was shy also. But I think with time and then being in public life, one has to, you have to talk about what you're doing, about the amazing work the government is doing, what our Honorable Prime Minister has been doing. So yes, I think slowly you come out of it.
You're an army brat. Your father was in the army. Tell us how that was. We know, of course, that you come from the royal family of Jaipur. I want to ask you whether in public life, being a princess is a liability or it's an advantage, and what an army life did for you in terms of your grounding in politics.
I think that was something which I really value a lot. My father was in the army, and he actually fought a war. He got a Mahavir Chakra because of that, 1971. And I learned so much from him. He was incredibly down to earth, very disciplined. Never used to be there before the host used to be there at a dinner. So I learned all that from him. Also, how to be, he was very, very humble. All of those things I learned, imbibed and learned when I was a child, and it has really been of use to me now. I've realized how important that was and how important all these values are today, especially being in politics. It does really help. Being from a particular background, I would say is not, I wouldn't say it's an advantage or a disadvantage. I think you can be from any background and still have advantages and disadvantages. You have to overcome that. Maybe you can, the first time people say, okay, fine, she's from a background, they vote for you, but after that you have to perform. And if you don't work hard, then nobody gives you a second chance in anything, in any profession. So I guess that's what it is.
Then was it your grandmother, Maharani Gayatri Devi, who really was the consummate politician in your family? Was she then the role model? Because your father didn't seem to have enjoyed it too much. He did fight an election.
Yes. No, my father was an army man throughout. So yes, but she was an incredible lady. She is an icon for Rajasthan and of course for all of us. And learned so much from her. She of course started the first girls' school in Rajasthan. That was a big step towards empowering women. Of course, she won the election. She fought in election. Then she won with a huge majority, the highest majority at that time. During the emergency, lot of problems. She went to jail. Saw that also. We were part of that. I was a very small child, but of course, seeing all that and then coming out of it stronger. She was a pillar of strength for the family and somebody we totally look up to. I would say every woman in Rajasthan today also, they all look up to what all she had done at that time. At that time, imagine, those times were very different. Today we are living in a very different era.
But your family must be incredibly proud of you. You're the Deputy Chief Minister of Rajasthan. Can I ask you how the last 1 year has been?
Huge learning experience. I cannot thank our Honorable Prime Minister and our Bharatiya Janata Party enough to have given me this opportunity. And of course, our Chief Minister is also very, very hardworking. It's a new team, but it's very, very, we are still, I think, being new, everybody's new, we are doing a lot of work. We are actually going, he also travels to all the different districts. We are all going. We are going and actually seeing what the problems are, what to do about it. A lot of new schemes have been announced in all our budgets. This is, in the recent budget also we announced many new schemes for empowering all sectors. So doing all of that, learned a lot, still a lot more to learn. I think that you never stop learning. I think you should be open to learning from anybody, and that we do. But it's been wonderful.
Is it at any point intimidating, given that you are straddling 4 different portfolios? You're looking at women and child, you're looking at finance, which is a big department, tourism for Rajasthan, again, a very big department, and you're looking at PWD as well. So there are different departments. It's all new, right? Is it also a little intimidating? Oh my God, there is so much diversity in what I'm doing.
No, not really. I think they're all interconnected. When you talk about tourism, PWD, women and child, I mean, it's all in the end, you have to, have the funds, the financial backing. You need to finance is something which is, I think, the backbone of any government. So it's a very important portfolio, and I'm very thankful that, of course, to our leaders to have chosen me to handle finance. Yes, it was in the beginning a little intimidating, but now, of course, now I'm enjoying it thoroughly, and it's so nice because with finance, you can, there are so many wonderful things, the new initiatives that our government is doing. To be able to back that up, you have to have the finance, and where do you get the finance from? So it's all about thinking. So we do a lot of review meetings. We also go on the ground. We meet people from all different walks of life. So it's like a, it's a thing where our government is working with the people. We are not working on our own and not bothered about the people. It's an effort which is a joint effort.
Can I speak to you about tourism? Because across India, across the world, Rajasthan is known for tourism. In fact, many people, I mean, the impression still is, it's not necessarily true when it comes to data, but the impression still is that Rajasthan is India's #1 state in tourism. That's not the case, actually. It's somewhere number 6, number 7. What happened? What do you think went wrong, given the fact that Rajasthan is everything? I mean, there are forts, there are museums, there are palaces, there's everything. What went wrong, and what are you, as Tourism Minister of Rajasthan, doing to fix that, or, get that glory back, as it were?
Yes, no, in the last 5 years, somehow or the other, the previous government just was not interested in promoting tourism. Even the funds allocated towards tourism was very less. So, now we are focused majorly. We really want to bring Rajasthan's glory back and make Rajasthan the #1 state, not just in the country, but a state where people from all over the world want to come to Rajasthan. So market it in such a way, position Rajasthan in such a way, it's very important. Most important, I think, is that. And what tourism is all about, I think it's an amalgamation of many, many things. So infrastructure, connectivity, then what all they want to do over there. So it's so many things. And Rajasthan has spiritual tourism. It has all the forts, monuments, the incredible history of our state. We now also, of course, we have all the wonderful sanctuaries that we have in Rajasthan. So wildlife tourism. We also are focusing now on rural tourism as well. So a lot of the villages that are near the cities, there are beautiful villages. I went to Dev Mali, which has got the best village in the country award from the government of India. That village is in Rajasthan, but no one knows about it. So recently I went there, we made little videos with the villagers, what all they do. There are still mud huts there. It looks like you've gone back into time. So look, if we promote something like that, we make people not just visit Jaipur or Jodhpur or Udaipur, but also visit these villages. So, and I went to another village recently near Badmer. That was again beautiful. So you see their life, you see what they do, you see their culture, you see their clothes, you see their craftsmanship. There's everything in those villages. But we need to talk about it. And we need to promote these places. So we are going to really focus a lot on that.
So is that what happened, that all of Rajasthan's tourism got concentrated in a Jaipur, a Jodhpur, a Udaipur, maybe a Barmer and a Bikaner? Beyond that, we don't know where else to do and what else to do. Was that part of the problem? And what is the solution you're looking at, apart from border tourism that you're talking about, apart from rural tourism that you're talking about?
Yes. No, I think, like I said, we need to firstly see the infrastructure, the connectivity. People should be able to go to those places, stay over there. They should know what to do. So we are going to be making the infrastructure for it. very, very thankful to our Honorable Prime Minister that he speaks about tourism. Whenever he visits any place, any state, he speaks about the tourism of that place, the culture of that place, the heritage of that the state. So I think we have all learned from that. I have learned from that. When he brought the French president to Jaipur, that made such a huge difference to the tourism of our state. And yes, so we see it's all about new places, new destinations. So we need to develop new destinations as well. Rajasthan, everyone goes there for getting married. So it's a huge wedding destination. People go there for, a lot of other things, for a holiday, for a getaway. But now we also want to do wellness tourism. That's another one, we don't have enough of that. Why not? We have almost everything. We've spoken about tribal circuit in our budget this time to promote a lot of areas which are untouched. They are near Udaipur, but you never go there. So, so like Baswara, Dungarpur, Pratapgarh, those places, they are beautiful. There are islands over there. There are almost 100 islands over there. So do you know about it? No. So, but we are going to be now talking about it. We are going to be promoting those places. So, so I think we need to do that. People want experiences now. It's not only about visiting a city and seeing the monuments. You want to experience the life over there, the culture of that place, meet the people there. Also leads to that place thrives on that. So if there are these kind of places are developed, then automatically people will stay in the villages. There'll be, the economy will improve, people will have jobs there. What is the whole purpose? That is the purpose. We want to make Viksit Rajasthan. It has to start in the rural parts of Rajasthan. It has to be the villages that have to become more dynamic. There has to be more life happening over there. Why just the cities?
And you're also looking at what the Prime Minister calls the concert economy. I believe Diljit Dosanjh had a long chat with you. He was not very happy when he had toured some parts in India. I'll not name them. But he said, infrastructure simply doesn't exist here. It exists all over the world. It's plug and play. If I'm, performing in a place like Toronto or somewhere in America. In India, you have to think of every part of the logistic, and sometimes the venue just doesn't lend itself to the sort and to the scale of concerts that we want to organize. I believe there's something in the budget for that as well. Could you talk to us about that? Your conversation with Mr. Dosanjh.
No. So I totally agree. Our Honorable Prime Minister spoke about concert economy, and concert tourism is something we really want to build upon. We had the IFA Awards, which went off beautifully without any problem, and it really boosted our economy. I mean, we've made a report. We are going to be showing the figures, the kind of boost to the economy IFA has got. I can't even tell you, it's incredible. Okay, and now you spoke about, of course, concerts. We have announced in our budget a concert arena in Jaipur. What I really would like is to make these concert arenas near all our cities, because people, why just Jaipur? It can be near Jodhpur. Wherever there's connectivity, good roads, good hotels, we should have a concert venue. Why not? And why shouldn't we have more global concerts in Rajasthan? We are going to be aiming for it. Rajasthan is totally ready. We are going to be taking over the concert tourism area as well as all kinds of tourism in this country.
But what was the conversation Diljit Dosanjh had with you? I know that you had a chat with him. Kya bola usne? Was he cribbing? Dekho ma'am, kuch nahi hai, aap bhi kuch kar do.
To me, he didn't say all that. To me, he was saying that, he was talking about food, the culture, talking about his music. So yes, that's what he generally discussed.
How was IFA? You've just spoken about the fact that the investment you made for IFA, the returns are huge, 100 times more. Yes. How did that come about, and what do you think worked? Is it just star power? That, you have these major film stars coming and Shah Rukh Khan saying, Padharo Hamare Desh, is that what worked? Or was it something else?
Yes, it's everything altogether. Also, see, when you engage a celebrity for a celebrity endorsement, that costs crores of rupees. We got the best celebrities coming to Rajasthan and saying, Padharo Mare Desh. How can you get a Shah Rukh Khan or a Madhuri Dixit or a Katrina Kaif or a Kareena Kapoor, Shahid Kapoor talking and saying, come to Rajasthan on their social media, which has millions of followers, is big. I think on its own, that would have cost us a lot of money. So we didn't do that. Of course, it was free. It came with IFA. And of course, positioning Rajasthan as a major, concert venue where we can cater to these big events. And we got so many people coming from all over the world just to attend IFA. So direct and indirect revenue is major. All the hotels were booked and they didn't just visit Jaipur. Then they went to Jodhpur, they went to Bikaner, they visited the whole state. And the handicraft shops, they got a huge boost. The restaurant industry, the taxi drivers, everyone got something out of IFA.
Does it help that the union tourism minister is also from Rajasthan?
Yes, that's wonderful. We are so happy to have Shri Gajendra Singh Ji Shekhawat, the Union Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, who is also from Jodhpur, from Rajasthan. It's of course a huge support.
And you're the PWD minister as well. You've met Mr. Gadkari today.
Yes.
Has he been kind to you?
Very kind.
Has he already sanctioned?
He's always, like you see, the vision of our Prime Minister is to, make good infrastructure, make good roads, airports, everything. It has to, because see, for tourism or anything, for our country to become Viksit Bharat, it's going to be an effort from every department, from every sector. Only then can we achieve that goal, but we will achieve it, I think, even before 2047. The way our Prime Minister is working so hard.
Can I talk about the other department that you straddle, that's Women and Child Development? I've seen some pictures of you and videos of you that were going viral of you in an Anganwadi, supervising food, sitting with women, eating, etc. I believe there's something Rajasthan is doing that not many states in this country are doing. Yes. Ensuring that little children get milk?
Yes.
How did you manage that? How's that happening?
No. We have announced milk. First it was 3 days a week. Now it's 5 days a week in this budget. I think it's so wonderful because malnutrition is a very big problem in many areas of Rajasthan. So if they get 5 days of milk, I think that will go a long way. We always, I'm looking at the kind of food, that portion that they are getting. That's why I go very often on surprise visits to Anganwadis to check the food, actually eat there, and I see the kids enjoying it. If they are enjoying it, then it's good. Because nutritionally, it's good food. But they also should like the taste. So that empowering our Anganwadi workers, they are so important. We've increased 10% of their remuneration this year. Making Adarsh Anganwadis, we have announced 2,000. We are going to be making more. We've tied up with Vedanta Foundation, where they have taken up many Anganwadis to improve the infrastructure there. So a lot of things like that. We, of course, Lakpati Didi scheme, we've increased the, now we said that we will have 20 lakh Lakpati Didis, which is a huge number, supporting them, supporting girl children. All these initiatives, I think, will go a long way.
Diya ji, you also, before you stepped into public life, you continue to be someone who dabbles in business as well. You have trusts of your own, you have museums of your own, you have hotels of your own. In fact, you also have a trust of your own, the Princess Diya Kumari Trust.
I have 2 schools also.
2 schools also. So, is that all forgotten on the side because you have greater responsibilities, or do you manage some time to, deal with that as well?
I think you need to allocate that to other people. When you are in public life, it's best to give that responsibility to other people, who either work with you and other people who look after it. So I've done that. I've been doing it because it's now been 12 years. So it's slowly the transition happened, which was great.
Can I ask you about Rising Rajasthan? I believe it did spectacularly well. Could you talk to us about that?
No, we did very, very well. We did... many MOUs were signed, and I would like to say our Honorable Chief Minister is taking regular meetings to ensure that the MOUs actually get implemented. Because previous governments have had these big summits, but then after signing these MOUs, it's not really in the ground. You don't see this kind of industrialization happening in the ground. Also, we took out our new industrial policy, the RIPS 2024, last year, and that has a lot of incentives for people to come set up the industry in Rajasthan, and we're going to be total ease of doing business, less bureaucratic interference. So all of that, I think, will really help. I think it is very important to lead from the front, and our Honorable Chief Minister is doing that, and all the ministers are equally, I think, working hard. We are going to our districts and ensuring that all the MOUs that were signed are actually, they actually take place. They're not just paperwork.
Can I ask you finally a quick personal question, and this is my last question. Who's your biggest critic? Is it your mother? Is it your children? Usually, in most cases, it's mothers.
Yes.
But in your
So
case,
it's my, I would say it's my mother, which is great. I think you always need that grounding, somebody to ground you and bring you back to reality. And my mother has always been quite a strict mother, which is good because my father was very easy. He treated me like, he said, you are my son, daughter, everything. So, but my mother was always a little on the stricter side. And now also, if there's something she feels I should do differently, she ticks me off. I think it's so important to have somebody like that in your family, in your life. It's very, very important.
जैसे डांट सबसे ज़्यादा किस पे पड़ती है? Like, what's something that upsets your mother the most about you?
I think now, not really anything. Now it is about spending time with her. She really wants me to, why not? I mean, every parent would want that. And since you're working and always on the go, I don't really get time, I don't get enough time to spend with her. So that problem she has with me. So right now it is that what she's not very happy about.
I hope you get to spend some time with your mother this weekend. Thank you so much, Diya ji, for coming here to the Times Now Summit. This has been such a lovely chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister and Shreya, for this lovely chat. Well, let's